Welcome to Glove Talk, your weekly news of boxing. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you enjoy the video, make sure to hit the like button. With that said, let's talk about the fight. Okay, so this weekend we have a Halloween heavyweight bash between Derek Chisora and Oleksandr Uysk. I thought I would kind of break it down a little bit, kind of give you guys my opinion, and then give a prediction at the end. But first, before I get into everything, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. How do you see it? Who do you have winning? How do you have them winning? Always curious to see how you guys kind of view these fights, especially this one. This is a pretty fun one. All right, so first let's start with the physical side of things. Derek Chisora comes in at 6'1.5". Usyk's going to come in at 6'3". Not a huge difference there. Age-wise, Chisora's 36, Usyk's 33. Not a huge difference there either. I mean, yeah, they're both kind of getting up there in age, but not a drastic difference, especially for heavyweights, where sometimes you'll see, a guy in his early to mid 20s versus almost a 40-year-old. So the two attributes in terms of the physical side of things that are a big difference is, one is weight. Chisora comes in between 250, 260 lately, and Usyk in his last fight came in at 215. Obviously, Chisora is probably going to want to be more near that 250 range, if not a little bit lower, so he can move and kind of keep up with Usyk. Usyk, I wouldn't be surprised if he's closer to 220. So there is a big difference there, and I would say the other big difference is Usyk has a 4-inch reach advantage on Chisora, and you better believe he's going to use every bit of that in this fight to keep Derek Chisora off of him, especially with that brawler style. So now let's look at power. This is something I think that gets simplified way too much in this fight, and I think it's a little bit more nuanced, a little bit more complex. So if you want to talk about true one-punch KO power, yes, I would give that to Derek Chisora. I think that's fair to say. But I'm hearing nonsense like Eddie Hearn being like, oh, we'll see if Usyk can deal with like real heavyweight power in this fight. Do people not remember that Usyk beat Michael Hunter? Granted, that was at cruiserweight, but he beat Michael Hunter, and Michael Hunter almost blasted out Povetkin in the first couple rounds. Like, he severely hurt Povetkin, who's known for having a great chin. And, he dealt with Michael Hunter no problem. So I don't think Usyk hasn't felt heavyweight power before. I think he's definitely found out that he can handle that. Otherwise, he would have stayed down in cruiser. But let's be honest, there is a range of power, in the heavyweight division. You have your guys at the top end, which are going to be your Wilders, your AJ. There's just no question there. Those guys are true hard-hitting guys. But it almost doesn't matter so much how hard you hit as where you hit and how cleanly you hit. Because let's not forget, Andy Ruiz is not known for being a heavy-handed guy. He's not known for, one-punch KO power, but he hit Anthony Joshua right in the right spot, and that's how he got his win the first time they fought. Also, let's not forget when Usyk did kind of something similar where he hit Tony Bellew in the right spot, right at the right time, and he KO'd Tony Bellew. That's kind of his style a little bit more. That's more that kind of precision power rather than that kind of brawler one-punch power that Chisora has. So that's how I see it in terms of power. Yes, I give the edge to Chisora, but I'm sick of hearing that Usyk, we'll see if he can deal with heavyweight power. I'm sure he can. Okay, moving on from that, we're going to now go to speed. I think it's safe to say this is where Usyk is going to do very well. I mean, hand speed, his footwork, everything. He's going to be much lighter guy in the ring, and he's going to move a lot better than Chisora. That's why I do want to see what weight Chisora comes in at the weigh-in. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit lower than normal, and I'm glad to see that he's in. It seems like he's in good shape right now in camp. So moving on from that, now we'll go to more the mental side of things, and that is ring IQ, skills, kind of diagnostics. I would have to give this to Usyk, and I think that's fair to say. It's just, don't get me wrong, I have to really applaud Derek Chisora. He's kind of redefined his career a little bit and learned how to refine his style really of fighting. I think him and David Haye have done really well together, and I think it shows that he's in a good place, good camps and everything like that, because it seems like he is able to be more effective and more consistent, I would say. That said, he is what he is. He's a take one to give one kind of guy. And that's okay when you're, fighting guys like Arthur Spilka. That's not going to work well against a guy like Usyk, who's just not going to let you do that. And he's certainly not going to get on the ropes or in the corner. He's just too quick. He just realizes what you do well and tries to make you do something that you don't want to do. And that's just the way he is, and that's his fighting style. Okay, let's move on to prediction. I'll keep this video pretty short and simple. I have Usyk winning this fight. I have him winning by a late round stoppage. I do. I think he's going to hit Chisora with so many shots, and eventually I think Chisora is going to have one of his eyes close a little bit, or he's just going to get beaten down to the point where he can't be effective. He might get a little bit wild. He has a tendency to do that, and if he gets a little bit wild, I wouldn't be surprised if Usyk hits him right when he doesn't expect it, when he's off balance. So that's how I see it. But, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And with that said, we'll talk to you later. Thanks.